topic where I deal with today. Me the kind of the in and out of it.
Yeah, man.
But I think me kind of how much are the bless up to the panel and bless up to the people in the
We
chat
have
and bless up
fire
to the
and then
people
we
who
have,
are rewatch.
yeah, we don't have that much left. We have a little
How
bit left.
much
Hmm?
now how much types you touch? Me hear the avoidant or the
Right.
avoider, me
The
hear
spender.
the
We did the
spender,
spender.
I
We
me
did
hear
the
the saver.
saver. And now we're on the flyer.
Oh,
No,
so it's
we're
the
on
last
the
one.
flyer. Yeah, no,
Uh,
no, this is not the flyer's not the last one, but this is the one that we're
the
on
fifth.
right now. Yeah.
How much of them is it? Not five.
It's more, well, it's five. So the flyer, and then we have one more,
Okay,
and
okay,
then
okay.
we're gonna talk about how to actually, since you know
Okay.
where you are now, you know what to
Mhm.
do with it and partnering and stuff like that. But yeah, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so based on where the G say a while ago, Bruce Wayne, him touched on some very important
Yeah.
points. I feel like if he even touch on them, like would
Go
I
ahead.
basically
Go ahead.
just I reset what I'm
Like
saying.
Bruce,
But
though, he's a catalyst. He's a
yeah,
catalyst.
man.
Always stimulate thoughts and stuff. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
man, yeah, man, yeah, man. Me love the reason and the bridging mindset. It really make a whole heap of sense. And as him say a while ago, just for touch upon a point, as him say, it all have to do with the rate of vibration. You know, it have to do with recognizing that both of them are just the same thing, but them they on the same pole, but them just they are different ends.
That's right.
And it's a matter of changing consciously, changing your vibration. And him touch on some great points. Even the point where him touch on when him say your belief. Because if it tie it into where you are saying now, Miss Julia.
Yeah.
If it is that a person and even you, yo, man not grown here, very impactful live session. Man not grown here. Even the point where you touched on, which me think was so potent. The line where you say it come like a lyrics from a tune. May I tell you the truth? And
Oh
big
my
up
God.
to your father. Yeah, big up to your father, yo. It sound like a good father. Me
Yeah,
like that.
he's a
Me like that.
wonderful
Me like
father.
that. Me see why
Actually,
yo.
as a matter of fact, I was talking to my sister the other day. I said, Julia, I said, Julia, I said, Trevor, all the quotes that he gave us from we were kids, we need to write a book and like sell it because
Mm-hmm.
he teaches us so much stuff that get us into VIP. Anyway, continue. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, no man, no problem. Yeah, so kudos to him and the job that he did with you. Cause based on them quotes that me can see him really spend time. The thing that you said about the saver, and you see it, everything tie up. That's why you know in your chat sense, everything tie up.
Yeah.
Watch this now. Remember what you say now. You said the saver and the spender can come from the same upbringing, you know. But at
Yes.
the same way, but at the same time, them end up what I call it now, end up turn
They
two
react differently to
opposites.
money. Yes.
Right,
Yes.
because the spender and the saver would be opposites, but them
Right.
come from the same place.
Right. They just
So them
different. Yeah.
similar in nature in terms of the upbringing, but difference in expression in terms of how they express it. So one, because I grew up not with a lot, I say, I gotta make sure I'm safe, you know, because I don't want to lose it. The next one say, told me grew up, me I make sure I spend it, you know, because I'm a little, me never have it. And I have
Exactly.
seen that in families. And
Yes.
you know why it is so potent? Because I've seen it with even my siblings. Like me say, how them stay so? And
Yeah.
we are the same mother and the same father, grew up the same way. But when you say that, I go, I say, ah, true, you know,
It's true, and
ah,
and
true.
Brando, that's why it's so important to actually honor and know people's nervous systems, right? Because we can grow up in the same house, but because we react to something different, we turn out to be
Mm,
totally opposite. So that's why I always say, like, you guys, or not you guys, but people are so quick to jump into relationships, quick to jump
mm,
into marriages without actually knowing your partner and actually knowing if the partner knows who they are. Because once the
mm,
partner knows who they are, then you can say, okay, honey, you're an avoidant and I am this way.
mm,
Let us do this to balance each other out. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right? So you, if you're going to plan to build wealth and you're going to share money and share finances, and that's why the divorce court is so full, because because love is not enough. You have
Right.
to know the person's nervous system and make accounts for that to say, all right, honey, but that person has to be willing to know who they are and be willing to actually make accounts for your strengths and their weaknesses. You see what I'm
But you
saying?
know, say, but you know, say, Miss Julia, I'm gonna say something to you though.
I'm
Love
listening.
is love is actually enough, but the definition of what people call love, because watch this. If I want know themselves, love themselves enough to do the work, love themselves enough to love somebody that love their self and has done the work, then love would have been enough.
That's true.
You,
That's
you
true.
get
Right.
what me I say?
That's
So
right.
is
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. But me know what you mean still,
You know
So
what I
you
mean,
me know
though?
what
Like,
you
in
mean.
other words, the feeling and the
Yeah, and
right and the feeling and the in love with and the getting along and the it compatibility matters,
right,
and
right.
actually being willing to actually say that this is how I am. I need to make
Mm-hmm.
concessions, and this is how she is. I need to be her strength in that way. Being willing to do that. That's the only way it works.
Mm-hmm. And then now, here what I'm now, Miss Julia, here what
Yeah,
I'm now.
I'm
You
listening.
see, you see, in terms of the spender and the saver coming together, me could use that example because they seem to be
Yeah,
opposites.
yeah,
The spender would be working on himself, and the saver would be working on herself, and they would come together and work on each other and work on the relationship, because a three separate entity, you have her. This is how I see it. You have the male, the female, and then you have the union between them.
that's right.
Right? So
That's right,
she a work
Brando.
on herself, me a work on myself, and we together as a collective are working on this union,
Right.
you know,
Together.
and
Yeah.
right together. So yeah, man, some insightful knowledge, but that thing that we touch upon make whole heap of sense. To where the hygiene touch upon now in terms of the mindset and and he made a very good point when more add a little to
Go
when
ahead.
he said that it's important to have the beliefs and not make the beliefs have you. It come like fire and water, as what them would often say. Like they are good servants but bad masters.
That's right.
So if it is where you control the fire, you control the water, you can do whole heap of things. You cook food, do this, build house, do whole heap of things. But if it is where fire and water get out of control, or it control you, say a damage. And at the
That's it.
same thing with the beliefs. I mean, and what we are speak about, Miss Julia, and I think we are touch upon throughout the whole of this is about becoming more conscious and becoming more aware
Thank you.
and knowing yourself more and knowing others more.
Chef's kiss. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Everything
So
that we talk about, but before you go on, I don't mean to cut you. Everything that we
mm,
talk about is all about self-awareness. Do you see the picture on my thumbnail with the man sitting there and he took his head off and he's looking at himself? It's all
mm,
introspection, it's all self-awareness. Do not attempt to know anybody or tell anybody about themselves until you've done the work yourself.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. But anyway, continue, Brando. I'm listening to you.
Try if pick the speck out of somebody else's eye when there's a beam in your eye.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
And
And that
don't
is
don't 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 beat people down on their heads. Not everybody had a father like mine who actually took the time to invest in us girls and actually sit down and talk, or even had business opportunity. My father lost a lot of money, and gained it
mm-hmm,
back and lost it. You understand what I'm saying? In
mm-hmm,
what I used to have a wholesale, right? Used to have a wholesale in Kingston, and then used to have boom box, right? His grandmother, who he thought it was his mother.
mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Used to
Yeah.
have my father's last name was Chid, and then they
Mm-hmm,
changed it to matches when he was 8 years old and when he gone to England. This is a lot of information, but these are true. This is
mm-hmm.
what makes me up. This is who you're listening to, right?
Right.
So like my a lot him lost a lot, and everything that he lost, he taught us about it so that we can go forward and we can see this is how you are. This is what not to do. I'm still not perfect. I still have to rein myself in a lot of times when it comes to the other day last month I almost bought a hot tub because I really wanted it. And I felt like I had the money to do it. But I remember my father says to me, Julia, not because you can buy something means you can afford it. And then guess what?
Perfection.
Sickness happens.
Perfect. Yeah.
Exactly. Right? Continue. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, man. Great insights. Perfection boring, Julia. That is why we have to experience growth.
True.
And that is a code for those who understand spirituality to a level. That is why we have to experience growth. Because growth is very entertaining, it's very lively, it's very lovely. When you really tap into growth, yeah, because perfection is like one end of the spectrum. We up there, so not moving.
Yeah.
Growth on the way to perfection,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where the true joy there.
That's the
So
juice of
that
life.
Trust me, that is it. But yeah, man, great insight. And yeah, it's about the belief systems of hold,
Yeah.
and it's about being truthful to yourself, investigating yourself, knowing yourself, becoming more aware and more conscious of yourself, sitting with yourself, like actually saying that what me do, is that really meaningful? Why me do that what me do?
I would do that.
You
Exactly.
know, why me do that? Why
Why
me
did I
keep
do that?
doing that? Why me keep reaching in this situation? Why? And you know what, the other day me I talked to somebody about this, and me no know, these conversations just keep happening. Like I keep having the same conversation, Julia, with
Yeah.
different people for the last 7 days. Me no know how it happened. Well, me
Because
know, me should have said that.
the universe
Yeah.
is telling you something,
Yeah,
Brando.
exactly. I me keep on have the same conversations with different. Yesterday, me I did, and me I say, why me have that conversation? And it's like me keep on a bring. So like day one, had a conversation with somebody, me bring it to day two, me have to bring what the person said to the next person. It's like I'm just passing on the information like a relay. That's how I'm for the last 7 days.
Like I
Yeah,
really.
like but yesterday me I talked to somebody about it, and it is very important for we realize the power of our beliefs and how much you have to sit with yourself and really ascertain why you do what you do. And yes, this is the point where me just jump from. It would be like a woman here who I say, and me here, when I want to touch on it too, whether I say all men are dogs or whatever. At some point, you have to sit and wonder, are all men dogs, or is it that my perception of men see them as dogs, and then therefore the reality, as we want to say with the algorithm, it's going to present more dogs. As
Exactly.
what them call it, the
Exactly.
feed.
The
It's a
feed.
feed,
Exactly.
a way
Exactly.
you feed your mind.
Exactly. No, Bruce was right. It was Bruce that said it, and he's 100% right. Your mind will always try to make you right. Just like how I gave you the story a couple weeks ago when I was at Howard walking with this girl down Georgia Avenue, and this Chinese lady was walking towards us, right? And it's
Mhm.
as clear as day to me still. Chinese lady walking towards us, and she just make up her face a little bit. And the girl was walking in elbow me. She said, "You see, I tell you, all them Chinese people, they deserve." She didn't know that I was half Chinese actually,
Mhm.
right? She thought I was Filipino. But anyhow, so she said, you see, I tell you, those Chinese people, them always. When I talked to her, she lived in an Asian country and they treated her bad. But this woman, I said to her, this woman probably saw somebody down the street. She probably remembers something. She probably see somebody that remind her of somebody who be with her husband. She probably had to adjust her panties. We don't know why the woman never looked at us and scoffed. No, seriously, the woman did not look
Yeah.
at us and scoff like, huh? She never did that. She just walking. We were walking, and she just kind of like make up her face a little bit. The girl who was walking with, because of the fact that she automatically think that all Chinese people or all Asian people are racist to her,
Mhm.
automatically she equate that to that. And I was like, that woman was looking at us. That was looking
Mhm.
all the way down there. The woman could have feminine itch. The woman could have anything wrong with her. You don't know.
Mhm.
But automatically she equate that to that because of her belief, because of her experience of living in that country, right? And being treated badly. She feels like all of them are like that. I'm like, honey, you have not met all of them in the world. And all men are not that. My father isn't one. I have some really great examples of men in my life. If
Mhm.
they can exist, other good men can exist. If I can exist, other women like me can exist. I am not an anomaly. You see what I'm saying? It just depends on what you guys are seeing and what you guys are expecting to see. So that is the thing. So you 100% are right, Brando. 100%. 100%.